And welcome into the Rob and Kel Show. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining us this evening. My podcast co-host is in the upstate looking distinguished. He is Carolina Jackpot, Cale Hall. Cale, what's up, buddy?
Distinguished with my hoodie on?
Yeah, man, you're looking good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so are you. It's getting cold here, so.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to have to wear pants to work tomorrow. I usually wear shorts even when it's, nippy, 45 degrees, something like that. But when it gets down like it's going to be the next couple of mornings, I got to put on the pants, which I don't like.
Yeah. Well, we've got a lot to get into this week. We've got what all we got? We got the updated Callaway standings. They're in the description. It's getting down to nut cutting time, Jackpot.
It is.
Yeah. So there's that. We've also got to talk about, there were some shocking wins yesterday. Shocking as in, let's start with the Kentucky Wildcats, how they just trounced Florida 35-7. Kentucky went from a team that was 2-5 to a team that has gotten Auburn's coach fired, and then they beat Florida too. They're now at 4-5. They've got Tennessee Tech, Vanderbilt, and Louisville left on the schedule. I mean, Big Barney Ross might be buying tickets to the Who Gives a Shit Bowl here in a minute.
I don't know about that. Tennessee Tech, they should win, but they are undefeated. And they've been trouncing teams. They're not beating Vanderbilt, and I don't see them beating Louisville this year either, but I could be wrong. Louisville had a hiccup yesterday, but
yeah, well,
that's surprising before, and Kentucky has shown up and surprised Louisville at the end of the season.
And I put that out there because Kentucky lost 4 straight games, and not only did they lose, they got blown out in 3 of them and played Texas tough. But the point is a lot of doom and gloom with the Gamecock fans. But, I mean, you win one game and then you go from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the way to go. Although Texas A&M.
All you need is a little bit of momentum.
Well, that's why the picture, the YouTube thumb tonight was the Machines back in the day with Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Unfortunately, South Carolina schedule there in October and then here in the first part of November is not real conducive to starting a winning streak. It's some pretty tough slate.
Tough slate, yeah.
But hey, it is what it is. It's an SEC schedule. It'll all even itself out. One year we're going to have the shit end of the stick, and we're going to play a bunch of ranked teams that are really good. And then the next year when the schedule rotates back around and some of these teams drop off, then we'll have the Mizzou type schedule, where you don't really play a lot of really good teams. Well, they played a good team yesterday, but kind of the softer end of the deal, kind of the Tennessee deal.
We'll have a better look here before long, but A&M is looking really, really good right now, Jackpot. I'm not just saying that because they're playing you. Here's the crazy thing. They gave up. Missouri had 2 100-yard rushers yesterday, and they still lost. How often do you see that happen?
Well, not often. I just don't see a whole lot of holes in their game. And, I had Mizzou on the money line yesterday. I thought they were going to be able to strike the upset. I had them and Penn State on the money line. That damn Penn State, man, what a heartbreaker. Jeez. You want to talk about taking my feelings and just smashing them with a billy club. I mean, my God, ripped my soul out. Anyway, but Mizzou, they were just non-competitive.
They went from being a team that looked like they were going to mash people to they're looking flat in my opinion. Mizzou is now 2-3 in conference play. A&M a perfect 6-0.
They're 6-0. They're 10-0, 9-0, 10-0 overall.
Yeah.
Who do they have left on the schedule? I think it's
They've got you guys and Texas. And hold on, I got their schedule right here.
They don't have a bye week before Texas.
They got it. They got a turd burger. No, they got South Carolina.
That's the turd burger.
Sanford and then Texas.
They play Samford.
Sanford, yes, sir.
Oh my God, they're awful.
Yeah.
In the FCS, they're really bad. They'll beat them.
I don't see them. Yeah, I mean, and I'm looking at the games that throughout the season, Jackpot. Arkansas played them tough. No, they didn't. Yeah, they did. They beat Arkansas by a field goal.
Notre Dame played them tough.
They beat Notre Dame by a point at Notre Dame.
They were kind of struggling early in the season with some of those group of 5 teams they played. They were putting up some points on them. I think Utah State, maybe UTSA.
UTSA put up 24. Utah State put up 22. But, hey, I don't know. We'll have more time to break down that game as we get closer to this week. We also have Clemson winning over Florida State.
Yep.
And I watched some of that game, Jackpot, and it was just – I think back to the days when the Clemson-Florida State game was really, really good. And a lot of it was when Florida State was better than Clemson was, but Clemson was the team that could, play with them. And, it was always a good competitive game. But last night it was, it was a pillow fight at best. And then they wanted to fight it was just a shithole game. Just terrible.
Well, Florida State is terrible in the red zone. They were moving the ball in between the 20s on Clemson. They outgained you guys in total yards by like 60 or 70 yards, I think.
Right.
I think Mike Norvell is he's probably going to be shown the door at the end of the season too. I mean,
why would you keep him? How do you keep a guy that I don't give a shit what he's done? If you have 2 straight losing seasons at a Power 5 program, and let's just be honest, Florida State at one point was the class of college football. I mean, when they came into the ACC, they won like 35 straight games or some ridiculous number like that.
They came into the league in 1992, and they didn't lose until 1995.
Yeah,
I remember it because I was sitting I was at my friend's house over in Easley, and we were hanging out drinking beer with his dad, and we watched that game. It was on Thursday night. They lost to Virginia.
Yeah.
Big old Rondé Barber.
But look, it's just you see that, and you see where Clemson was at one point, and even like a couple of years ago when Florida State got that pick 6 and ended up getting the win. There was still a good game. Last night it was just like a comedy of errors. That's how it looked. It was stupid to say the least. Broccoli says, wasn't Norvell fired today? I didn't see anything about Mike Norvell being fired. I mean, it's not on the
No, they said they were keeping him through the end of the year.
Yeah, there you go with that. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. We could talk about Clemson
SEC
if you want to get into that.
Why would Clemson keep Dabo? 2019 was a long time ago. Dude, his fucking buyout is outrageous.
Well, look, and there are a lot of haters of Dabo Swinney, and I understand, but
he's not getting fired for having one.
He's not getting fired. He's not getting fired. So let's slow the roll up. What was the other thing I was going to get to, but I may have just slipped my head here a little bit. We were talking like South Carolina's next opponent after Texas A&M is Coastal Carolina. I did some stuff on them today, just looking around on them. I don't think that I think the crazy thing with them is that they play James Madison. So they'll play this week. They play Georgia Southern, right? If they beat Georgia Southern, they will play James Madison the week after they play South Carolina. And that's for a spot in the Sun Belt Championship. Coastal's playing some pretty good football.
Yeah, I don't see them beating JMU. I don't either. But that's going to be an interesting game when they come to Columbia. I kind of see this one playing out like just. I can see it playing out like that Jacksonville State game did a couple of years ago. The way we've been playing, I
don't know.
I see something like that. Fuck, I have no confidence in the team right now. My confidence is gone. I guess I'm kind of interested to see what kind of play calls they come up with this weekend, how it's a little bit different, if it's any more effective, but it's really not the correct opponent to make a guinea pig out of,
Right. Well, and you got to play. Man, that's just tough.
That's why I'm so fucking pissed at Beamer for not firing. He should have fired that asshole when he fired the damn O-line coach. I mean, he should have made a clean sweep right then, and then maybe you would have stood a puncher's chance against Oklahoma, maybe with some better play calls. But god dang, man, this is fucked. Because, I mean, this is the toughest game that you're going to play all year on the road, and you've got to try a new OC out there. It sucks.
Well, I'm in the camp of, we talked about the whole thing with Shula and how, I mean, and lots of people saw that from afar, but hey, Beamer thought that he could be the guy that could help develop Sellers. I think what's going to be interesting the next couple of weeks is how much playing time are your backups going to get? Like, are you going to roll Sellers out there? You're down 35-7 at the half at Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? If something like that happens, are we going to see your backups at all? Are we going to try to groom anybody for the next season?
They need to. That's been a problem at South Carolina, even dating back to the later Spurrier years. Well, after Connor Shaw went away, and the year that Dylan Thompson started, they didn't let a backup play at all because most of those games were close and they were high scoring. So Dylan Thompson pretty much played the whole year. Well, then the next season when Dylan Thompson was gone, like you just that was just the ascension of. That was just when the program just really hit the damn shit because you didn't have a quarterback who's ready. You moved to SEC Dog's comment.
I'm sorry.
I know, but I want to address it. He said, Jackpot, it can't be Beamer's fault. It's always the coordinator's fault. Well, unfortunately, Beamer can't fire himself. So, I mean, if he would, I would. If he could, I would ask him to do that.
Yeah, I mean, how bad do certain Gamecock fans want him to pull a Spurrier? Just get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Gamecock Chuck says we're down at. Hopefully, they'll put Doty in to get him some experience.
Well, but no, I'm not, okay. I missed the sarcasm there, but
right.
Look, I think why not put some of your younger guys in there and at least get them some snaps? I don't know. James with a good point, 100%. And then he had the audacity to bitch at the reporter. I made the change.
Porter Woods came in there late in the game against Oklahoma. He was hooping, man. He was firing some shots around. I think he completed like 4 passes for like 50-something yards, and then he threw an interception. But
right, I just thought, in my opinion, I thought that this season would be different for both of the big state schools here, but it just hasn't happened.
SEC Dog says, good point, Jackpot, but I mean, he's not that bad. We'll say, who, Beamer? No, he isn't that bad. He's confirmed dog shit.
Yeah, he's
dog shit. I mean, I can't stand his presence, but
yeah.
Well, I can't do anything about it.
Queen Love says, Rob, you remember when Clemson used to be relevant? Yeah, last year they were relevant when they went to the playoffs. Yeah.
Ass Kicking Chickens was anybody see the Gamecock basketball game come from Homewood? Yeah, but Gamecock Chuck live streamed that. I watched a lot of it. Man, they were hooping in the first half. I mean, they were stroking threes. They were up by like 15, and then not coming there after halftime. They were down by 5 or 6. Had to go to overtime with them. Southern Miss, the group of what do you call that? Mid-major. that what that is? They're in the
Yep.
Sun Belt. Yeah.
Junior's
Not
Nod
really.
says, when football is done, do y'all talk much college basketball? Of course.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Michie Johnson was stroking. He hit 2 3-pointers in a row. I swear that second one, his damn foot was almost on the damn Gamecock logo on the back side of it. He was freaking nailing some damn shots there. God, we needed him last year.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, we do talk basketball and we do baseball. I mean, we got all kind of stuff. I have a hockey story that might entertain some folks that we'll get into later that normally we don't talk. In fact, I think it's the first time we've ever talked about hockey. I'll have a hockey story here. Stick around for that. Anyway, yeah, there you go. I mean, the season's kind of winding down, Jackpot. I mean, it's, the Gamecocks wrap up SEC play this weekend. Clemson, on the other hand, has, oh man, I can't even remember. It's like the season's like just terrible in my mind. But Clemson, of course, had Florida State there. They got Furman. I think I'm checking to make sure I'm right about
Furman and Louisville.
Right, Louisville on Friday night, Furman, and then South Carolina. So
Clemson's only a 3-point underdog right now.
I look at that and I think Louisville has one of the better secondaries in the country, and I think that it's gonna be a tough out for Clemson. By the way, we did not put
that pick off Carson Beck, and I know Carson Beck could throw a damn interception against the middle school team, but
yeah,
I don't know about that.
I don't know. We'll see. 3.5 points, and the game is on the road.
Something else I saw another one that stood out to me that I thought was kind of crazy. Mississippi State only a 6-point underdog at Mizzou. I don't know about that one. They disappointed me yesterday a lot. Somebody in the chat said something about it. I expected a lot more from them against Georgia than what they gave. They just they kind of got embarrassed, really. Didn't seem like they were into it. I mean, the place wasn't full. They weren't. They kind of got down early, and they just went away. And it wasn't the same Mississippi State team I've been seeing all year long. Sven said something yesterday in Uncle Lou's chat that, this is not a big game for them. Okay, Georgia's not a big game. What?
Queen loves
the they were all about beating them, but apparently Georgia's not a big game. Okay.
Says Ohio State will repeat. You might be right. We'll see.
You got to be pretty high up the food chain to be a big game to Mississippi State. Sorry.
Okay. Anyway. There you go. Steve with the comment, dogs are a 5.5 point favorite over Texas.
That's probably about right.
I'm buying that. Sunday night football going on right now, Jackpot. The Steelers lead. Okay, it just changed from 3-2 to 5-3 as the Chargers just kicked the field goal. Damn it. No points right now in Los Angeles.
Who are they playing?
The Steelers.
Okay.
What a mess.
Is that game in Pittsburgh?
No, it's in Los Angeles.
No, but it's not snowing, is it?
No, total of 8 points. What the fuck is going on here?
Well, we're going to see there was going to be some snow in that Iowa-Oregon game yesterday, but it looked like it was just nasty, just freezing. It was like sleet almost, man.
Right.
People in the crowd, they were showing the close-ups of them that last drive Oregon made. Those people, they just look miserable.
Well, I mean, you're in Iowa in the cold. I'm sure it's not very nice.
Yeah, in Iowa, it's probably miserable enough, but
it's fucking nothing.
It's cold, probably under freezing temps, and every damn thing else is probably makes it even worse.
Cornfields and meth labs. That's what you got going on up there. So, anyway, all right. Well, look, people want to join the show. We could have that. I'm gonna give you a hockey story first, right? So, Ovechkin joined the 900 goals club. He's the leader in that for the NHL, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the hockey story. The guy that he scored the goal on took the puck, okay? And he took the puck, had it in his glove, and then proceeded to put it in his pants right where his butt crack is, thinking that he would walk away with that 900 puck for one of the biggest scoring feats in NHL history. And the ref, this is in front of everybody, right? So the ref comes to him and is like, basically tells him, hey, dude, you need to give up that fucking puck there. And he looks around like, what are you talking about? And the referee had to point at his ass. Hey, there's the puck. This guy thought he was going to get away with getting this 900 puck, which is kind of funny to me. That they're live on TV, the guy's trying to steal the puck. It's a mess. Absolute mess. All right. Anyway, my hockey story, first one for the program here. I laughed hysterically when I read that today. If you want to join the program, please have at it. I'll put the link over here for you. There you go. If you'd like to join the show, have at it. Other news, Lenny Wilkins died today at 88. There's that.
That was Spud Webb's coach.
Spud Webb's coach.
Spud Webb, Dominique Wilkins, Kevin Willis. They were hell back in the day.
All right, Parrott, welcome to the program.
Well, no, I think if Dabo were to get fired, it wouldn't be this year. It'd be either 26 or 27. He's not getting fired this year. So
he had another bad season like this next year, and then he had another bad one in 27, which I don't think that's going to happen. Then maybe I could see it after then, but
yeah,
it's going to take a while.
As for LSU and Alabama, I thought that was messed up not keeping Nussmeier in the game because it was only 9-20. It wasn't like Alabama was putting up points. It was 20-9. They could have got some more points and kept it closer than that. And they put in that fucking Van Buren, whatever his name is. He couldn't throw the ball at all. I thought that was a mistake.
Well, to be fair, I like first of all, I think the Nussmeier's hurt, and I think he's been hurt all season.
I think if so, then why is he playing?
I don't know. The same reason that all these guys go out there. It's always a pecker contest. I can play with my Achilles tendon running out. Who knows? They lie to the trainers. They lie to the doctors. They do whatever they can to get on the field. You don't think that happens?
I just think he's playing bad, and that's all there is to it.
So you think he just forgot how to play quarterback from last season?
He was playing bad last season too.
He had a good season last year. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at how many interceptions he had. He had just as many interceptions as Carson Beck.
Brother,
he had a lot of touchdowns though. He had
a lot of touchdowns and a lot of yards. You're going to throw some picks when you're throwing the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, but I still think they should have.
Let me ask you, who is a good quarterback? Because I know you don't like Georgia's quarterback, right? You don't like Nussmeier. I mean, who do you think is a good quarterback?
Fernando Mendoza.
You're talking about the fluke from Indiana? That's a good quarterback? You sure you want to ride on that hill, sir?
I think Ty Simpson's a good quarterback.
You were shitting on him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't like him. I think when he gets pressure in his face, he makes mistakes. But yeah. But he's a good quarterback.
What's up, Eddie? You think Diego Poverty's a good quarterback?
It's hard to tell. I think Joey Aguilar's a good quarterback. G5 Joey's a good quarterback.
He throws just as many interceptions as Garrett Nussmeier threw last year.
Yeah, but he's putting up numbers.
Nussmeier put up numbers last year.
Okay.
And won games too.
But as for Georgia and Mississippi State just isn't really that good of a team. We won, but they're not really good. Really, you won't see a game like that from Georgia for the rest of the year. That was just a one-off because Mississippi State ain't that good. I just firmly believe that. So when we play Texas, it's going to be a lot closer than that because they've
They're
been
not.
playing.
I mean, you're right. They're not good, but I mean, they've been playing inspired football all year long. And yesterday, they just didn't have it.
Yeah,
they didn't have it. James says, Jackpot, is Pavia's mom still call you and brick you up? You know, I haven't seen her lately. They haven't been showing her for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, and speaking of
by the way, for the record, is thrown for 1,927 yards, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. So there's that.
That's not terrible.
You were just saying he sucked ass earlier, brother. Come on, man. You got like, have you got like the one thing on one side and one on the other, and then
that's Nussmeier's numbers.
Yeah, 12 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Okay.
Thrown for right at 2,000 yards.
He threw a couple of picks against Carolina, I think.
But I was talking about
Diego Pavia, by the way, 21 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Damn.
I mean, you look at those numbers, thrown for 2,400 yards. That's pretty good. The Marcel Reed has thrown 19 touchdowns, 6 picks. Here's the crazy stat, though. Nussmeier has been sacked 15 times. Put that into your pipe there and smoke that for a second, which is pretty high, but compared to the league leader in being sacked, by the way, is Lenoris Sellers at 33. Jackpot, he's been sacked 33 times.
Well, that's not shocking.
What the fuck? 31 for Blake Shapen, and Aguiar has 12 sacks on the season, 29 for Jackson Arnold, but the most sacked quarterback in the conference is Lenoris Sellers. So, yeah, what a mess.
Yeah. As for Vandy, we were talking about Pavia and the coaches. Look, he keeps going for it for like when they shouldn't even be going for it. Like the Auburn game, they almost cost themselves. They went for it. They almost cost themselves the game. They still won it in overtime. And then the LSU game, it was at Vandy. They went for it. They didn't get it. And then I think LSU either they kicked a field goal or a touchdown, something of that sorts. And they kept them alive. I was like, they're gonna lose a game doing that, and it could be the Tennessee game.
Well, we'll see on that. By the way, the man that Jackpot used to call Turd Cutter Bolay has 12 touchdowns and 8 picks on the season.
These guys are throwing a lot of picks. Brandon says, Robin Jackpot, if Vandy beats Tennessee and ends up 10-2, would they make the playoffs? I mean, I think so.
Here's the thing. If we look at the standings, right?
I think so.
So Tennessee would have, and God, I don't want Dr. Vol coming on here getting pissed off at me. I don't need him yelling at me tonight.
They're not, the only thing is, I don't know.
So Tennessee is what?
Would they have any ranked wins?
No, well, Tennessee can't go 10-2. The best they can do is 9-3 because they're 6-3 overall. So there you go.
But Vanderbilt isn't really good on the road. I mean, Alabama, they lost. Texas, they lost.
What could happen, and this might be interesting here, is that Vanderbilt has 2 losses on the year. They lost to Alabama and they lost to Texas. You know, if they can beat Kentucky and Tennessee, that'll put them at 6-2 in conference play.
Yes, Tennessee might count as a ranked win if they're still ranked. Tennessee's like number 25, right?
They're 25, yeah.
Well, they're teetering. So Tennessee needs to win out. They need to beat Florida for sure, because if they don't, they're not going to be ranked when Vandy plays them.
I know they say it's been 2004 or 5 since Tennessee's beaten Florida.
I think
2002. I think they're going to beat them this time. I just don't think.
I don't see why they. I don't see any world where they lose to that show.
So my daughter is going to college next fall, and in her life, Tennessee has never won at Florida. So there's that.
God dang.
That's how you look at it.
I do think that Tennessee will win this time because I think Florida is just in give up mode now. I
I think
think
South
their
Carolina's won there like 3 or 4 times. I mean,
Right.
and
Well,
we
and
got
look,
we got Muschamp fired.
yeah, of course you do.
I think their defense finally gave up in the Kentucky game, so
We
now
got
they're
Yeah.
we
so
got
now they're giving
Muschamp
up.
fired, and then we hired him. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah,
Well, look, here's the other thing too that we have in the mix here with all of that. Look, Tennessee, even if they go 9-3, right? They could. So the rest of their schedule is. Let me look at it. Yes, they've got Mexico State at Florida and home game with Vanderbilt, right? At least Tennessee can go 9-3 and knock Vanderbilt out of the playoffs. I never thought I would ever have to say that, but rest of Vanderbilt's schedule is Kentucky and Tennessee. That's it, jackpot.
they could do it because it's been shown that Vanderbilt isn't that good on the road against ranked teams. So
I mean, they played a ranked team in week 1, 2, 3, and won by 24.
Texas, they played Texas, ranked Texas. They played ranked Alabama. They lost at away.
Right. They lost by a field goal to Texas on the road.
So we were ranked when we played them.
That's what I was saying. South Carolina was 11th in the country when they played in week 3, and they went in there and spanked that ass. So
where else did they win?
that.
They won at Virginia Tech.
They won at Virginia Tech, at South Carolina, and that's it.
I think the rest of them were home games. Yeah.
The rest of them are home games. So, look, I'm not hyping up Vanderbilt at all, as someone was talking about there. I think that if you're a Tennessee fan, that might be the best that you can hope for there, because I don't know, man. Look, here's the other thing too. Texas and Georgia play each other, so one of them is gonna knock the other one out of the playoff mix.
I would expect Georgia to win that game, but it's going to be a tough game because Texas has been playing better. They've been getting better every game they've played so far because they were terrible.
Here's the other thing too. Texas A&M also has to play Texas. So Texas, here's the thing.
Texas is up against it.
Well, but here's the thing. If Texas rolls through these next 3 games and they're 10-2, they should be in the playoff, period. I mean, that means they would have wins over their only loss on the season out of conference would be to
Ohio State.
The Florida loss, I can't talk about. But they did beat Vanderbilt. They'll have a win at Georgia and a win over Texas A&M. I think they'd be in the playoffs, period.
Would that put them in the SEC title game?
Probably so, because if that happens, they would get in over A&M because they'd have the tiebreaker over, and that's assuming A&M gets the win over South Carolina. I mean, there's a lot to weed out here in the next couple of weeks because, I mean, you've got 2 teams that are 6-0. Alabama has to play Auburn, and who's the other game? Oklahoma. So with that, so those 2 are going to knock each other out because Oklahoma has 2 losses too. But either way, and then A&M has Texas, Georgia has Texas. I mean, what a mess, man. I mean, the top of the league there is.
And I have to say, Alabama hasn't been playing as good as what people say they have. They haven't been playing as good late in the season.
Nope, not really.
I mean, they're getting the W's. That's what's important, right?
Yeah, but it's not going to count when you're not scoring enough points in the playoffs against really good teams like Indiana, Ohio State, maybe Ole Miss.
Indiana's any good. Indiana's going to lose whoever they're going to play. If they play Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, Ohio State's going to just toad punch them, man. It's going to be stupid. I
was so fucking mad yesterday at that damn Penn State. God dang it.
I do think that Alabama has a running problem, both on the defense, running the ball and stopping the run, and they got special teams problem kicking the ball.
I think Alabama's going to win these next 3 games easily, in my
I do.
opinion.
I think so too, but I don't think it's going to be as high scoring as what most people think it's going to be.
Mm. All right, there, Parrot. What else you got, man? We got to get out of here. Got more folks waiting along.
I'm just curious if you think there's any games to look out for besides the Georgia-Texas game.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Pitt and Notre Dame.
Oh, I don't. People are lose like Notre Dame's going to blow them out. I don't know. That's what Lou says.
I don't know about that.
Pitt's playing pretty good. I mean, let's see here. What was the other? I mean, there aren't very many other games that are like, all right, let's just write home about it to somebody. I don't know. Texas at Georgia is kind of the game of the week.
And Oklahoma and Alabama's the game before that on ABC.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
Okay.
So I don't know. You're asking about what games we think there'll be upsets. I don't know.
Well, no, not upset. Just interesting games. Interesting games.
Well, I mean, all of them will be interesting. It'll be interesting if you want to see how good Texas A&M is. Let's see if Texas A&M is tied in the fourth quarter down there at that shithole where everybody's waving their damn white flags and losing their mind to a techno song, and the sound level's off the damn chart. We'll see how good of a team they are then if they're tied in that matchup. And Stewart's got a frog up his ass and wants to kill Marcel Reed. That might be interesting.
They do commit a lot of penalties, though. They commit a lot of penalties. That's the only negative thing I can say about Texas A&M. A&M. That's the only negative thing I can say about them. Everything else is great, but they commit penalties.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Tennessee, New Mexico State. Thank you, Billy. All right, Parrot, have a good night, buddy. See you later. If you want to join the program, we're going to put the link over here so you guys can check it out.
Jay says, "Jackpot, do y'all want to come get John Hopeful from us?" No,
What?
we don't take retreads. Not anymore. I meant.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what? I mean, you guys have only had like 2 coaches that weren't retreads: Brad Scott and Shane Beamer.
Sparky Woods and Joe Morrison, they weren't retreads.
Didn't Joe Morrison coach somewhere else? I don't know.
He was at New Mexico.
Okay, that's a retread. No, I'm picking.
Not a retread. He got a better. Shut up. Not a retread.
If he wouldn't have died, y'all might have done something worthwhile. He understood it. He could lead the team.
He was the fucking man. I hated that.
He'd drive up in his limousine, go in there and stand out on the field in his black jacket, smoking Camel non-filters, cussing the linebackers. He was a hell of a
player. That was back in the day, man. He smoking on the sidelines. Some of these young people, they probably don't know nothing about that. Go back and Google it and pull that up on YouTube. South Carolina versus Notre Dame, 1984. And he's standing over there on the sideline in his all black, and his black windbreaker, taking a draw off a Marlboro cigarette, blowing smoke. I was like, God dang. I'm like, did he really used to smoke on the sideline? I don't even remember that. I guess back then it was just so damn common, you didn't even think anything about it.
Smoking on the sidelines. Yeah, that's what he was doing. So there's that. All right. If you want to join the program, please have at it. Yeah, I mean, we talk about there are some interesting games, but hey, we'll be happy to have just about anything. I mean, this has been such a shit season for both South Carolina and Clemson. Both teams were expected to be really good, and they're just not. I mean, Clemson, with their win last night, they moved to 4-5, which, they could still go to a bowl game, and it would be like, what, what's the worst ACC bowl? That's where they'd probably end up. And I think the thing that's going to bug me the most is that, like, Clemson Athletics will be sending out, make sure to show your orange in Birmingham. Yes, the Orange needs to come to Birmingham, and everybody needs to go. And make sure you pay your $125 a ticket to watch Clemson
The
play.
ACC, is that an ACC bowl
Jacksonville
game?
State. I don't know. Let's look at the ACC bowl.
James says, "Who's the bigger disappointment, South Carolina or Clemson?" I would say it's got to be Clemson. I mean, when you had people picking you to make it to the national championship game, and you might not even have a winning record, that's definitely Clemson.
All right, so here's what we got. Clemson with the bowl tie-ins for the ACC. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Come on, load up, dummy.
Nick Terrio says, "What do you think of
yeah.
Wife being the next Braves manager?" My son didn't particularly care for it because he wasn't very good with the Rockies.
Hey, can y'all hear
Billy,
me?
what's up? Yeah, Billy, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't have headphones. I'm soloing tonight.
Well, good, and we can have a conversation.
Hey, so nobody's there? That's what you're saying?
The animals, and I'm starting to talk to them.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
We should always talk to him.
Who's going to give you your Jell-O and Geritol tonight?
I guess the neighbor will.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
By the way, ACC bowl tie-ins include the following: the LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk. Fuck out of here.
What?
Jeez. That's the bowl tie-in. I'm reading this from the ACC.com, the official website of the ACC. It is the LA Bowl hosted by Gronk, which is, Gronkowski. I don't know what the fuck is he? He's going to stand on the sidelines? And I don't know what the fuck he's going to do.
Is it not Gronk, the AI tool?
It just says by Gronk. I don't know. I'm
G-R-O-K?
desperate to be doing
No, Gronk.
Okay, it's Gronk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so then you have the Gasparilla Bowl on Friday, December the 19th. Go fuck yourself. Followed by the Go Bowling Military Bowl at Washington, D.C. on December the 27th. The Bad Boys Mower Pinstripe Bowl. That's where they'll probably end up. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl. They haven't played well enough to be in the Pop-Tart Bowl or the Gator Bowl. I don't know if they go 7-5, they might be in the realm for some of those games.
If they go 7-5, they'd probably take them to the Gator Bowl.
Maybe
because they take fans. So
yeah, the Birmingham Bowl on Monday, December the 29th. That is an ACC tie-in.
Oh yeah, so we can give y'all hell about that. Remember, you used to make fun of South Carolina about that all the time, making Birmingham bowls.
I don't know. I
paint me a Birmingham.
Yeah, well, look. Here's the thing: if we go to the Birmingham Bowl, I'm just going to wear a bag on my head.
We'd love to go to the Birmingham. We ain't going to make one pier anyway. I mean, well, unless they're going to take some teams with losing records, maybe.
Then we have the Alamo Bowl in Texas. I don't see Clemson traveling there. Oh, Jesus, jackpot. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Bowl, the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the final bowl. Oh, and then the Holiday Bowl.
My God, there's too many bowls. And why has the ACC got tie-ins with so many bowls on the West Coast? I mean, the Holiday Bowl, the Sun Bowl. I mean,
they got Stanford and Cal in the damn conference, jackpot.
That's true. Then the teams are going to make Cal might. Remember when the Sun Bowl used to be a pretty big deal?
Yeah.
At one point.
Not so much now. Anyway, I got nothing for you on that. What do you have for the show tonight, Billy?
Can't believe y'all were trying to figure out how Tennessee could get in at 9-3. They ain't getting in.
Well, I said they'd be 9-3, and I don't think it's going to happen. But
no. I'll tell you, a 9-3 team. You will see a 9-3 team get in there. And it'll come out of the SEC. Mark my word. Just look at the schedule. You will see.
We were just looking at it. I mean, there's too many teams that are going to finish with 1 or 2 losses from the conference. And here's the other thing too. If Texas slipped up a game and then they but they finished 9-3. And I don't know. They got a bad loss to Florida. I don't know.
If Texas loses to Georgia, but then they turn around and end up beating
A&M.
Texas A&M at the end of the season, they might get in there.
I don't know.
I'll tell you another 9-3 team that might get in, and they've already set them up. That's Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Every year they promote their ass.
And people get mad when I say this, but there's a lot of priests out there that put up a lot of money to get Notre Dame where they need to go. And Notre Dame's got, like, you heard the term old money. They got plenty of old money. Yep. They can lean on whoever to get into the damn thing. And they'll put a 9-3. I mean, they'll put a 9-3 Notre Dame team in over a 9-3 Tennessee team in a nanosecond. And we'll look at you like you're stupid for thinking.
Yeah, and I haven't played them, so. Well, I mean, who they beat? Southern Cal.
The AP even did that when they were both 2 losses. Notre Dame was 4 or 5 positions above Tennessee with 2 losses, and they still had 2 losses. Tennessee's 2 losses were to Alabama and Georgia. So I don't know, but that's the AP, and we don't go by that. So everybody in the comments, I know. But it's going to be interesting.
I'm looking at Notre Dame's schedule right now because I want to jackpot. Who have they played?
Who did they play?
They lost to Miami. They lost to A&M by a point. Lost to Miami by 3. They beat Arkansas. I'm trying to give you good wins here. I guess at Arkansas, they beat
Arkansas, Boise State, NC State, Boston College,
Southern Cal. Navy was a good team too. I know they weren't ranked, but they were a pretty good team in my opinion. Pitt is going to be a ranked win if they can get that this weekend. So that would be their second.
Navy's dog shit.
Okay. Navy was in the running to win the American before.
Yeah, until they started losing games.
Yeah.
Navy's dog shit.
Syracuse, them, and then Stanford. So, I mean, I can't even try to.
I don't know if y'all know, but back in the day when they had 9-game schedules, 3 of Notre Dame's games were against service academies, a third of their schedule. Back in the
I thought that was good. Traditionally that was good, and I wonder if down the line, where they're taking the ability for athletic directors to suck off their friends and have teams travel across the country that don't matter, and they're making them play more conference games. If Notre Dame's going to get to a point where it's going to be tough for them to field a schedule.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Back in the 40s, the service academies.
I remember seeing Notre Dame back in 95 get beat by Air Force and they didn't throw a pass. A quarterback named Bo Morgan. You remember Bo Morgan? Beau. Remember that name, Rob?
I do. Yeah.
Didn't throw a single pass.
I'm going to throw some South Carolina trivia on you guys. I watched, remember the Titans the other night, and the long-haired quarterback that was
Ronnie Bass.
Yeah, South Carolina.
You probably watched him in the stands for all we know, little bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he quarterbacked the Gamecocks, the Gamecocks in the 1975 Tangerine Bowl.
Yeah.
But they lost to Miami of Ohio.
Navy's 5-2 on the season. They lost to North Texas and Notre Dame. They were right at the actually they still lead the American Conference. So at 5-1. Now their next 2 games are going to be the shitters here. They got South Florida and Memphis. They're going to drop both of those games. Holy shit. But hey, they're leading the conference. So there's that.
It's hard for service academies to compete because the linemen, the military,
they can't. They can't weigh more than 230 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's fucking crazy.
it's just hard for them. That's why they run the veer and the triple option and all that crap. So it's
Well, I still think that if you catch a team on the right day, like if you run that triple option correctly, I mean, it's gonna work because, especially if it's a team like that they're not gonna see it all the time.
Remember when Norris tried to run it against Ole Miss? Oh, God.
Oh, fuck, jackpot.
He didn't. I mean, it was obvious that. I mean, why are we calling option plays with a quarterback that doesn't run the option, that doesn't know option concepts? And he was pitching the ball. I mean, you pitch the ball when. I mean, you got to know when to pitch the ball. It's like when you've got pressure out there on you, you're about to get hit. That's when you pitch the ball. You don't just get out there and fucking sling it. I mean,
you would figure since practice they're national champions, they had that figured out before they played.
Yeah, I know, because we look good in practice.
You got to have somebody that's really ready, can make the reads and stuff and do it quickly.
So OSU propaganda asks where Peckerhead is. I'm just going to call Peckerhead and ask him if he's sleeping.
He hasn't been on lately. I don't know what.
I don't know what if he's
why he's big mad.
He might be big mad at me. I don't know.
I don't know why he's big mad.
I don't know why he's big mad here. Let's see if he even answers the phone. He's probably not going to answer the phone. There you go. You guys can see I'm calling him.
Show us his number.
I'm not showing you his number. Only a jackass would give out a number on a
jackass
podcast.
Gives out people's phone numbers on a podcast.
Who gives out people's phone numbers on a podcast?
There you go.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording,
Leave
you
a
may
message
hang up.
right now.
Tell him Beamer sucks.
Hey, Peckerhead. We were just wondering if you were okay. That's all. We've been concerned about you. OSU propaganda's looking for you. Lots of folks are looking for you.
Buddy,
So,
Beamer's looking for him.
yeah, Beamer's looking for you. Anyway, there you go. We just want to make sure you were okay. Goodbye. There you go. I left a message for Peckerhead.
That's wild.
Anyway,
Did you watch
he did. In fairness, he did text last night wanting to fight. He's like, I'll put up $500 if you want to box or fight with me. To which I told him, sir, I don't fight children or Gamecock fans. Children because they're innocent, and Gamecock fans because the team hurts them enough. It's not worth me fighting with him. But he, whatever. He said, we'll do it for charity. Motherfucker wants me to get into a ring and fight with him. He's out of his mind.
He might not want that.
I don't think
get the taste of it. Maybe
I'm not saying I'm Mr. Big Billy Badass, but I can guarantee you I'm not going to be a punk bitch.
You've known your way around a weight room or two in your day.
I've known. Well, I went to boarding team school too, so it'll be fun. It'll be hilarious.
I watched when I was in the Navy. When you go to cruises, you play other countries' ships and stuff. They're called smokers. And you have to win off your weight class on your ship. So I think I had to be about 4 people at the 138-pound level.
Oh, shit.
But I boxed in high school, too. So.
Sharif says he wants to see Jackpot fight Beamer. I'm telling you, Jackpot would crush that motherfucker. Any amount of cash you want, Jackpot would mop the fucking floor with Beamer.
I'd just kick his damn hot dog out of his hand.
He would kick him so hard, he would come and sit in live on the next damn live stream and just sit there and let Jackpot call plays. Serious. What a mess.
My recliner's fine.
Mm-hmm.
My recliner's fine.
Big Bonnie Ross says there's a reason you don't box outside of your weight class.
I did one time on.
No, hold on. I did not say that Navy was a quality win. I said Navy was playing good football. You're just making up things because you're so fucking stupid that you can't keep up. So here's what you do. Go back, all right, and go watch, I don't know, the last time Clemson played Georgia and lost. That'll make you feel better. You can jerk off, make some cum cookies, and go to sleep. Need any more comments?
Cum cookies?
Damn.
Cum cookies,
whoa.
Yeah.
Boy, he's
Blow it low so it gets
now.
on your own face and let it just cool off. Make a cum cookie.
Oh.
So Sharif says, my money is on Jackpot, and Beamer excuse to be, it starts with me. I have to be better.
As well.
Shit. Big Bonnie Ross wants to fist fight William Shatner. Well, he's a geriatric, sir.
I would
William
fat
Shatner's 90 years
fight
old.
Shane Beamer.
You would slap fight him?
I would fat fight him.
Oh, fat fight him. Would you do like that slap boxing thing where you both stand there and he gets to slap you and then you get to slap him? Would you do that?
Oh, I'd love to do that. He probably hits like a girl.
Of course he does. Of course he
Who's
does.
Illinois' coach? I thought last year in that bowl game he was going to knock the hell out of Beamer.
Oh, we got Brett Beamer.
That would have been hilarious because they would have lost the game and the fight. Belima would have killed him at midfield.
Yeah, I don't think Beamer wanted any part of that.
Ran out there like he was gone all puffed
He
up.
had Imamore hold him, tell him, hold me back, hold me back, hold me back. Fucking clown.
Oh, God. And oh, by the way, and I'm not alluding to anybody, but here in East Tennessee, there are people, and I didn't say anything negative, that are wanting Josh Heupel's job. It's
I know.
It's unbelievable. It's crazy. I got into a guy with Hardee's last week. So, they were sitting at the table. I said, listen, he brought us out of the damn doldrums. We were in the doldrums for 20 damn years, went through 7 coaches, and now, he's got us somewhat relevant.
I watched this show called Southeastern 16 that talks a lot of SEC football and stuff, and there's a guy on there that he writes for the Chattanooga newspaper too, by the name of Jay Greason.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know who that is or not, but he was talking about Boo Carter, and apparently that's a pretty well-known fact around your parts that he was, kind of a POS in his hometown of Cleveland, Tennessee.
Well, he's from Chattanooga, but since Tennessee's got NIL for high school, he played here in Cleveland. He did play here in Cleveland. And he was a pain in the ass in high school. And Heupel's he didn't play last game on defense. He didn't play it down against Oklahoma. He did.
Yeah, I saw that. They had his snap chart or snap count out there. Somebody had it posted on Twitter, and every week it's gone down. And in Oklahoma, it was 0.
I mean, when you can sit at home and see him, what's the word I'm using? Half-assing it on a play and stuff and directing traffic as a quarterback, but he did not play. And
whose house is burning down? I hear the damn sirens at one of you.
Yeah, that's the boy watching one of his YouTube videos. He's going to go upstairs.
I thought there was one going down the road.
No. Hey, go watch
thought it
that
was at
upstairs,
Billy's.
brother.
I thought maybe one of the other residents up there went in cardiac arrest or something.
No. But and go. I can't even talk. As bad as people want to talk about Heupel, go look at total scoring offense, total scoring. Go look at Joey Aguilar and all the quarterback. He's in like top 5, top 10 and everything. When you can take a sub-level quarterback and bring him and put him in that offense, it don't matter who runs it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think their total scoring, total offense, I think they're 3rd and 4th in total scoring, last in total defense. But shit, I don't know. I don't understand it.
He'd probably be even better if they had gotten him there sooner.
Well, yeah, but it's just one of those coincidences where look when they fired Pruitt in the middle of the season stuff, and he just happened to be available. But I'm telling you, there's a guy, and I'm gonna get off here at Southern Alabama. I've said this before. Go look at his resume. A head coach's name, Major Applewhite. He has an unbelievable resume, and he will be at a D1 big school all in good time.
What? South Alabama's dog shit.
Yeah, they just had a program for the last 3 or 4 years, and they came out and started.
They had a program for a long time.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have. Carolina played them back in like 2005, 2006.
But it got shut down for a while. Just like
you're thinking about UAB, dude.
Yeah, you're thinking about UAB. South Alabama, they
Billy,
and then they just got up to the, I don't know what level they're playing in now, but he's if you go look at his resume, there's not very many coaches that's got a resume like he's got. I mean, he's been at a lot of places and done a lot of things, and
well, Billy, I have something that will maybe make you feel better. You do not have the worst defense in the conference as far as points per game. You have the second worst defense in the conference. Arkansas, let's thank God for Arkansas.
always go look at
33 points a game.
NCAA stats. When you look at NCAA stats, they got them broken down by categories. I think we're like 105 out of 120 or something like that. Shit, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. But to want Heupel fired, that's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Ludicrous.
I think it might just be because all these other teams are firing coaches and having issues, and maybe some of these Tennessee fans just feel jealous because they don't have any drama going on. So they're just like, well, let's try to create some drama because we gotta be a part of everything.
And after 18 years of drama, you would think they'd just say, shit.
I don't think it was even expected. They weren't expected to make a playoff run this year. I mean,
No.
Their over under was 8.5 wins. And that's probably about where they're going to land at.
Yeah. And then when you lose,
what they haven't lost to anybody at home besides Georgia since Heupel's been there, have they?
Yeah. He's got a good home record.
So.
And then he loses one game to Oklahoma, and let's fire him. Jesus.
Well, you've got some morons around here because a few years ago, if you remember, Charlie Strong was the name. About 10 years ago, if you remember Charlie Strong.
Yeah.
That was the name. And I think he was at Florida, and he was Tennessee was interviewing him and stuff, and the fans around here in the state got upset and wrote a petition letter and everything. They didn't want him because he was married to a white woman. That's what you're dealing here with. That's what you're dealing here with. They ran Quanzo Martin off after he went to the Elite Eight. It's
yeah, but to be fair, then Quanzo Martin went to Mizzou and was a shitter. So that may have been something that was actually worthwhile.
Well, why would you run a coach off that's in the Elite Eight that took you to?
Because Rick Barnes is a better coach, and they had the ability to get him. That's what I'm going to go with. I'd rather have Rick Barnes than Quanzo Martin any day.
Do you know they gave
you don't think the basketball program's at a better spot right now than they were with Quanzo Martin?
Oh yeah. They gave him.
Why are we talking about this?
They gave him a life contract.
Who?
Rick Barnes.
Yeah, he's a great coach. He just can't get into can't win the title. But hell, he's a great coach. Y'all, every season, y'all don't have very many seasons where it's like, hey, we're shit. Y'all are always right there at the top of the conference. I mean, there's only one national champion every year. So
But what are you talking about in basketball?
Yeah, in basketball. Yeah. Rick Barnes is a great coach. So
they played an exhibition game that's not listed on the schedule this year, but they had an exhibition game a couple weeks ago against Duke. I think they lost by 6 or 7, but here again, he's taken advantage of the transfer portal. He picked up some good names and stuff. They'll be all right.
Yeah,
but it's when you've had 7 coaches in 15 years, and now you got a coach that's looking at going 9-3 and loses to Bama and Georgia, and you want him fired. I mean, it didn't like you lost to Georgia State. It's ridiculous. Well, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see more of this. Coaches don't get 3 or 4 more years now for recruiting all this stuff. Not with the transfer portal NIL around. You're going to get about 2 years, and either you put up or shut up, and you're gone. And that's the way of the world.
That's a good point, sir.
But let me get off here so other people can talk. Thank you very much.
Travis said, speaking of basketball, Michi had 33 points tonight. Yeah, he had a couple of 3-pointers from Chapin.
I watched that game on another live stream with somebody, and they had to come back. They was down about 12, 14 points.
Yeah, they showed some resiliency there, came back, but I don't know, man. I don't know that being down to that team was, which, I mean, I don't know. They were 17-point favorites, but that team had 14 transfers on it, so you really don't know what the heck they were. 14 transfers.
I mentioned that they were 1-1, and their one win was against Tougaloo.
Who is Tougaloo?
Tougaloo. Look it up. He thought I was bullshitting him and everything, but it's a real school.
Who's Tougaloo?
Tougaloo. It's a school for the blind in Mississippi or something. Did I
They
say
played a bunch of blind guys? Congratulations.
What if
But
they block better than the Gamecock offensive line? I don't know.
Well, it looks like South Carolina's going to we're going to live by the 3, die by the 3. And I don't understand because he's got 2 7-footers on the team, Paris. So, and I don't think he got a lot of NIL money if he got anything last year. I'm not sure.
No, I know someone on the staff who told me point blank they didn't have NIL money for a point guard.
Well, there you go.
He told me that. So
Jackpot keeps picking against you. You a lie? You a lie? I picked against them Saturday. I don't do it every week.
I'm worried about the Vanderbilt game, and I'll leave on that. That game concerns me. Florida doesn't anymore. They've quit. And the way Florida State was dropping passes yesterday, wide open, it looked like they was doing it on purpose. I don't know. But, yeah, Boo Carter's on the hot seat. I think he's been talking.
How is he on the hot seat if he's just a fucking freshman? He's just going to leave.
He's a sophomore.
Oh, well, leave then. Whatever.
Well, that's what we're saying. Well, he was like the second or third quarterback in the nation draft, and he started last year as a freshman. So, and his attitude and things he did in the offseason just doesn't add up and stuff. And he's a from reports, locker room fights and stuff. So he's got to be called out. He's got to go. Got to go.
That guy, Cousin Shane, that does that SEC podcast. You know who Cousin Shane is, Billy?
No, sir.
He's a big Tennessee fan too. He put something up today on Twitter about Florida. It said showed him the final score of the Florida game with Kentucky last night. It said what it looked like last night. And then the picture right beside is like what they're going to look like when the Vols arrive in Gainesville. And there's a picture there with Tim Tebow, Percy Harvin, and them 2 Pouncey brothers. I thought that was funny.
Anyway, what is this? Jay Nethery? Yeah, he was a problem here at Bradley Central High School. Everybody here in town.
He's a hoodlum. What's he doing? He and Carr?
I don't know about a hoodlum. He should have played. I was trying to think at Brainerd High School in Chattanooga, and with all his
hood rat,
with all the money that he got and everything, he bought them all new uniforms this year, home and away uniforms, and so he's giving it back a little bit, but. And from what I understand, his mother on social media ain't helping him out anyway. But anyway, thanks for having me. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.
All right, there you go. Billy joining the program. All right, well, Big Barney Ross says he's going to be smoking weed in Colorado next season. That might be true.
Smoking weed in Colorado. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let's give it the games for next week, Jackpot. Let's put these out real quick here. We got Arizona and Cincinnati, South Carolina at A&M, Notre Dame at Pitt, Oklahoma at Bama, Texas at Georgia, Iowa at Southern Cal, Mississippi State at Mizzou, Arkansas at LSU, North Carolina at Wake Forest. By the way, North Carolina's won 2 straight games. I'm just throwing that out there. We thought they were going to be – I mean, Belichick still got them winning.
That means Bill's gotten laid twice. 2 wins.
Jesus. NC State at Miami, and Virginia will play at Duke. The Cale Hall shitter jackpot. Virginia Tech at Florida State.
Yeah, that's a pretty shitty game.
That's a pretty shitty game. Early line on that has Florida State as a 10.5-point favorite.
See, yeah, and they'll probably win it by 3 touchdowns, but then yet they can't beat Clemson. I don't know about them.
I don't know about them either.
I
Anyway,
thought Virginia Tech might do something after they went and upset NC State on the road. What was that, about a month, 6 weeks ago? And I had them the next week covering against Wake Forest, and they went out there and pushed a paper plate out on the 50-yard line, took a big steaming dump on it.
yeah. Well, there you go.
North Carolina might get more wins than South Carolina, says James. Yeah.
It's just fucking terrible.
Bill Belichick's probably going to get more ass than Shane Beamer will, too.
December 16th is the date that South Carolina and Clemson play each other in hoops jackpot. I was looking at South Carolina's preseason schedule, or their pre-conference schedule. They got some interesting games. They got Butler, who's generally a pretty good mid-major, Northwestern, Virginia Tech, Clemson, and before they start SEC play with Vanderbilt. So,
yeah, they're playing a couple of games. I saw it in the Greenbrier Convention Center in White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what is that a real place?
Sure.
I mean, I bet they probably don't even have internet there.
Probably not. Clemson's non-con schedule as Georgetown, West Virginia. They play at Alabama.
You got Georgetown?
Yeah, Georgetown.
Smoke that ass.
At Alabama, that's probably a loss. They've also got BYU, who's currently ranked 8th in the country.
That's a paddling. God dang, man. Clemson used to play baby shit soft conference non-con schedules.
All right, here they're let's see here. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 games before they start ACC play are the following: at Alabama, BYU, Mercer, South Carolina at home, and then a road game at Cincinnati before they play Syracuse. Clemson might start conference play at it's a good thing they're 2-0. I mean, because holy shit with all that. Wow. I didn't know their non-con schedule was that harsh. We'll see.
Wow, that is going to be tough. If they can make it through there and still have just a couple of losses, man, they might be looking pretty good.
Probably not. Anyway, more hatred coming along. We have the Dennis Wilson bit coming up on Wednesday because I forgot to write it this evening. But we do have our live show coming up, 2 weeks from this coming Friday?
Yeah, I've been announcing it every time I do a video. I've been announcing it and linking the description to Callaway's in the description box of the video.
I'm going to have the Facebook invite thing up, so we'll put that in there. So if you guys,
I've had a good many people in comments tell me that they're going to come.
Well, good. We'll have a good time. So
they're going to pull up. Now, I told them they don't have to be drinkers just to come to it. I mean, just because it's at a bar and grill doesn't mean that you have to, indulge in alcoholic beverage. If you're a teetotaler, perfectly fine.
Yeah. So there you go with that.
Doesn't mean I might not try to get you to drink, but
no, it'll be a good time. Anyway, we're going to have that coming down the pipe too. All right, Jackpot, you got anything else you want to put out there?
Gamecock Chuck 6 said that's a prestigious golf course. That Greenbrier. Okay. Greenbrier. Okay. That sounds like a golf course, doesn't it?
Sounds like a golf course. Yeah, it does.
Kind of a weird place to have, I don't know.
No,
I don't have anything else. I'm looking forward to picking some games. Hopefully I do better than I did. I think I got 6 out of 11 correct this past week, which was I kind of made a comeback on some of the games at nighttime. Kind of had some bad beats on ones early. That BYU thing. That one got me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys. We'll see you later on.
See you later.